My grandmother spent the last 4 years of her life counting pennies to pay for her medications. She had worked 40 years, paid taxes every one of them, and when she retired at 65, she still ran out of money before she ran out of life. That memory is why I'm making this video today, because there's a decision most Americans make in 5 minutes on their first day at a new job that decides whether they end up like my grandmother or not. It's the checkbox between two retirement accounts you've probably heard of, 401k and Roth IRA. Same salary, same savings, different account, $200,000 difference in what you actually get to keep. Hi, I'm Mark. On this channel, I take one money decision at a time and walk through what the numbers actually look like. Today's decision is one I made myself at 24. And 5 years later, I found out I had picked wrong. I want to walk you through what I learned because there's a number in this video that changed the entire shape of my retirement. And if you're watching this before you're 40, you still have time to change yours too. Hit subscribe before we get into this. You're going to want this saved. Everything in this video comes down to one question, and once you understand it, the rest is just math. Imagine a farmer planting a crop. He can pay tax on the seeds today before he plants them. Or he can plant free and pay tax on the entire harvest years later. The 401k is the second version. You skip the tax today and pay it on your full retirement money later. The Roth IRA is the first version. You pay a small tax on the seeds today and everything that grows is yours to keep. For a small crop, it barely matters which you pick. For 40 years of compound growth, the difference is enormous. The government sets it up as if these are equivalent choices. They are not. And that's what I want to show you. Now, when I was 24, I did not think about any of this. It was August. I was starting my first real job. Salary of $52,000 a year, which felt like all the money in the world. HR sat me down in a small conference room and slid a folder across the table. Health insurance, direct deposit, tax withholding, and the retirement form. She said the same sentence she said to every new hire. The 401k is already selected as the default, and we match up to 3%. Most people just go with that. I did not know what a match was. I did not know what pre-tax meant. I did not know a Roth IRA even existed. I nodded. I picked 6% because it sounded responsible. I signed the form. The whole thing took about 4 minutes. That night, I told my parents. My dad said the 401k was the smart move. My mom said she was proud of me for thinking about retirement so young. I did not touch that decision again for 5 years. Every paycheck, a chunk of money disappeared before I saw it. Every year, I got a tax refund that felt bigger because I had contributed pre-tax. It felt like the system was working. It felt responsible. It felt right. Doing what everyone tells you to do is not the same as doing what's actually best. But at 24, you can't tell the difference yet. There was one detail I did not understand back then, and if I had, I would have made a completely different choice. Every dollar in my 401k was going to be taxed later, not sometime later. Every single time I withdrew it in retirement, I had been telling myself I was saving money on taxes. What I was actually doing was moving the tax bill from age 24 to age 65. And here's the part they don't tell you. There's a very good chance the tax bill at 65 is going to be bigger than the one at 24. The United States government has $34 trillion in debt. That debt is growing every year. Cutting spending is politically impossible. Printing money causes inflation, which leaves one option, and it's the one every generation has watched happen. Taxes go up. So when I hit 65 and pull my retirement money out, I am not going to be paying 24% tax. I'm going to be paying whatever future Congress decides is politically survivable, and it will be more. That was the first thing that made me pull up a spreadsheet at 29. I wanted to see how bad the damage actually was. I ran the 401k math first, because that was my path. Contributing $6,800 a year, growing at 8% for 40 years to age 65. The number came back at $1.8 million. I stared at that for a while. Almost $2 million just for checking one box on my first day of work. Then I subtracted the taxes I would owe. At the conservative 24% tax rate, I would lose $430,000 to the government. My actual take-home money was closer to $1.37 million. If taxes went up to 30%, my take-home dropped to $1.26 million. If they went up to 35%, $1.17 million. I was watching $200,000 of my retirement quietly disappear depending on what Congress did in 40 years. Then, I ran the same numbers for the account nobody had told me about. The Roth IRA. It was a Sunday afternoon in March. I'd been sick with the flu for a week, spending most of my time on the couch under a blanket. I was flipping through documentaries because I was too tired to do anything else. One of them was about elderly poverty in America. The documentary showed a woman in her 70s working the register at a gas station on a night shift. She had gray hair, tired eyes, and she told the camera that she had done everything right her whole working life. She had saved. She had paid her taxes. She had contributed to her retirement account for 40 years. And still, at 72, she was working a night shift at a gas station because her savings had run out. I turned off the documentary and sat on the couch for a while, listening to the rain outside. Then I got up, made coffee, opened my laptop, and pulled up a blank spreadsheet. I did not want to be that woman. I did not want anyone I loved to be that woman. I plugged the same numbers I had used for the 401k, but adjusted for how a Roth IRA works. $6,800 a year in contributions, minus taxes up front, growing at 8% for 40 years. The final balance was smaller than the 401k, $1.4 million instead of $1.8. But here's the difference that made me sit up straight. That $1.4 million was already mine. No taxes owed, no future Congress could take a piece of it. Every dollar was mine to keep. Compared to my 401k after-tax number of $1.37 million, the Roth came out ahead by about $30,000. And if taxes went up, the gap grew fast. At 30%, Roth was ahead by $140,000. At 35%, by $230,000. I sat back and ran the math one more time. It came out the same. I had lost 5 years of an account I did not even know existed. Then I found the parts that made the gap even bigger. The costs of a 401k that don't show up in any calculator. The first is called required minimum distributions. When you turn 73, the government forces you to start pulling money out of your 401k every year, whether you need it or not. That withdrawal counts as income. You pay taxes on it that year. If you were planning to let it keep growing, too bad. The government wants its cut. Roth IRA has no required minimum distributions, ever. Your money can keep growing tax-free for the rest of your life. The second cost is your kids. If you die with money left in a 401k, your children inherit a tax bill along with the money. They have to pull out the entire account within 10 years and pay income tax on every dollar. It can push them into a higher tax bracket for a decade. Roth IRA passes to your kids tax-free. They can leave it alone to keep growing or take it out slowly. Their choice. The third cost is flexibility. You cannot touch your 401k before 59.5 without a 10% penalty on top of the taxes. With Roth IRA, you can withdraw the money you contributed, not the growth, but your original contributions at any age. No penalty, no tax. That means your Roth IRA doubles as an emergency fund if you ever really need one. Your 401k is locked in a vault until you're almost 60. Every one of these differences pushes the gap between the two accounts wider, and nobody had ever told me any of them. Now, I want to be fair to the 401k. There is one thing it does that no Roth IRA can match, and it is a big deal. It's called the employer match. When your company says they will match your contribution up to some percentage of your salary, that is free money. Real dollars, yours. If your company matches 3% and you don't take it, you are turning down a 3% annual raise. Nobody should do that, ever. So the 401k has exactly one job in your retirement strategy. Get the match. Here's the order that actually works, and I wish someone had drawn this out for me at 24. Step 1. Contribute to your 401k up to exactly the amount your employer will match. Not a dollar less, not a dollar more. Step 2. Open a Roth IRA on your own at any brokerage. Max it out every year. The current limit is $7,000. Step 3. If you still have money left to save for retirement after that, then go back to the 401k and contribute more. Match. Then Roth, then 401k, that is the order. Most Americans get the match. Some do the extra 401k. Almost nobody does the Roth in between, and that gap is where the money quietly leaks out of their retirement. So how do you know if this actually applies to you? 3 questions decided. Question 1. Do you earn less than $150,000 a year right now? If yes, Roth IRA is almost certainly the better primary account. You are paying your lowest lifetime tax rate today. Locking that in is the best deal you'll ever get. If you earn more than that, the math gets complicated and you might benefit from the tax break of a 401k today. Question 2. Do you expect your income to be higher in 20 years than it is today? If yes, Roth wins again. You would rather pay tax at today's lower rate than tomorrow's higher rate. Question 3. Do you want to be able to touch some of your retirement money before you turn 59 and a half without a penalty? If yes, Roth wins there too. You can pull out your contributions at any time. No penalty, no tax. 3 yeses and Roth IRA is your answer. Even 1 yes is enough for most people. The only case where a 401k should be your primary account, above and beyond the match, is if you're a high earner in your peak earning years, planning to drop into a lower tax bracket in retirement. That is not most of us. That is not you if you are watching a YouTube video about this. So here is what I do today and what I wish I'd been doing since 24. Every paycheck, I put exactly 3% into my 401k. That gets me my full employer match, not a dollar more. Then every month, $7,000 a year divided by 12 goes into my Roth IRA automatically. I never see it. I never touch it. It just grows. The 5 years I spent contributing only to my 401k are still growing. I just stopped adding to that account beyond the match. The switch took me about 40 minutes to set up. That was 5 years ago. Since then, I have saved myself an amount of future tax I do not even want to calculate. I just know it is a lot. But I think about my grandmother sometimes, about whether she had this same choice at 24 and no one told her either. The truth is, Roth IRA did not exist when she was 24. It was created in 1997. She never had the option I had. But you do. You have it right now, and it takes about 10 minutes to open one at any brokerage online. The decision you make in the next 10 minutes could be worth more to you than 5 years of your future salary. If you already have a 401k and no Roth, this week is the week to open one. Match, then Roth, then more 401k. That is the order. If you are just starting your first job and about to fill out HR paperwork, take an extra hour before you do. Read what a Roth IRA is, understand your options, then make the decision with your eyes open, because retirement is not something that happens to you. It is the sum of every checkbox you either read carefully or didn't. My grandmother did everything right by the standards of her time. She still ran out of money before she ran out of life. I do not know what standards our time will be judged by, but I know what mine will be. The 5 minutes you spend on this decision today will be worth more than 5 years of your salary in retirement. That is the real math on the box you check on your first day of work. Retirement math is boring until it isn't, until it's the difference between a house by the ocean and a night shift at a gas station. I don't know which one you'll get, but I know this decision is one of the biggest levers you have to control the answer. And I know most people never pull that lever because nobody ever showed them where it is. Now you know where it is. If this video helped you see this clearer, hit like. It really does help the channel reach other people about to make the same choice I made at 24. And drop a comment with where you are right now. Just started a job and confused about which to pick. Been contributing to a 401k for years and never opened a Roth, somewhere in between? Tell me. I read everyone, because the comments on these videos often become the next ones I make. Next week I'm running the same kind of math on paying off debt versus investing. And the answer might not be what you have been told your whole life. I will see you then.